Hey, ja, ne? Da wollte der Computer-Nazi sich selber mal beschreiben. Ne? Ja, der Computer-Nazi, der hat ein Headset und dringt in den biologischen Körper ein. Ja. Er meinte vor ein paar Tagen, der weiß, dass er ein harter Kerl ist. Nee, falsch, Computer, Nazi. Du bist kein harter Kerl. Du bist ein kranker, raubmordender Computer-Nazi der Bundeswehr. Das bist du. Ja, du bist kein harter Kerl. Du bist ein dreckiger Nazi, der ins Koma gefoltert hat. Du dreckiger Computer-Nazi, von Boris Pistorius. Ja, das bist du. Dich gibt's schon verdammt lange in meinem Leben, in meinem Körper, du dreckiger, feiger Computer-Nazi. Nee, du bist ein harter Kerl, ne? Ja, Geiselnahme, elektronische Geiselnahme, elektronische Folter bis zum Verrecken. Ja, du bist ein harter Kerl. Wie kann man nur so abartig, pervers und sadistisch sein, als Mensch? In Sehzellen eindringen, mit Bildern und mit Videos in Sehzellen foltern. Du bist ein kranker Nazi. Aber du beschützt ja deine Kollegen. Nee, ja, du feiges Nazischwein. Dieses dreckige Nazischwein, der durfte schon unter Volker Rühe und Manfred Wörner in den Körper eindringen. Es macht ihm gar nichts aus, wer da Verteidigungsminister ist, aus welcher politischen Partei der Verteidigungsminister gestellt wird. Dieses dreckige Computer-Nazi-Schwein. Ja, es ist ihm scheißegal. Er wird jeweils vom jeweiligen Bundesverteidigungsminister beschützt, weil Gehirne programmieren kann halt nicht jeder Computer-Nazi. Ja? Und diese Nazi-Ratte, ja, seit Manfred Wörner, das muss sich ein Mensch mal vorstellen, dringen diese Computer-Nazi-Ratten ein in den Körper und haben die Gehirnzellen vermessen, aufgeteilt, ja, Zellstrukturen analysiert, aufgeteilt in Dateien, in Anwendungen, wo diese Computer-Nazi-Ratten dann flexible Programme in den Gehirnzellen und starre Programme in den Gehirnzellen ausführen dürfen. Ja. Und es gab ja schon mal so interessante Musik, ne? Ja, über die Deutsche, ne? With their Nazi poison to give us half of time, and Brexit was born because of music like that. The United Kingdom, they don't want to participate in Nazis who are able to confiscate, to kidnap human bodies and program and slave trade the brain cells. Yes, like the wicked coward Nazis from Germany are doing since Manfred Wörner. Yes, since Manfred Wörner. Oh, those are Christian politicians, who have computer Nazi stuff who are able and allowed to program human brain cells, and then, after the programming and selection of the brain cells, and having access to the entire nerve system of human beings, yes, under the time of Folteropfer, those coward Nazis from Germany, they also send electricity down to the asshole and send the muscles of the asshole under electricity and stimulate the muscles and lock the asshole for good. Yes, you can't go on toilet anymore. In my case, that wicked coward Nazi tortured me 3 days and 3 nights by locking my asshole. You know, after the first day, I couldn't drink and eat anymore. All the darms were swollen and pain started getting painfully. And on the 3rd day, you know, I was down on the ground and had tears in my eyes. Yes, every moving of the body were painfully. You can't move anymore. Yes, you lay down on the ground. And that wicked coward Nazi who loved torturing like that, torturing methods like locking the asshole, is a fucking German Nazi rats who got the software access. Yes, from a holy NATO pussy that the German Nazi also can use the developed software programs like locking the asshole. You know? And after the 3rd day, while I have tears in my eyes and lay down on the ground and can't move anymore, yes, then the stomach liquids comes up. And then I had only one solution: to pull my finger in the asshole and get the shit out. And that Nazi from Boris Pistorius who did that, he's still free. He's still behind the computer machine. He's still having access to the brain cell. He's still sitting there with his headset, Nazi microphone, and talk inside the head, inside the programmed listening cells. Can you imagine that? An asshole-looking Nazi, still in charge, still having access to different kind of torture methods, like since 1997, that Nazi coup also have access to the seeing cells, you know, and they send the video inside my seeing cells. The entire natural seeing were gone. You only see that fucking Nazi movie which they stimulate inside the seeing cells. And that was a movie. It was a red balloon who used to lay down on the ground in the left corner of that living room I was sitting in. That was a flat of friends in Rotterdam I was visiting in 1997. Yes. And there was a red balloon used to lay on the ground, on a button. A balloon from a baby that family got a baby. And then I was sitting in that living room. I noticed that red balloon was laying down in front of me. And then, the Nazis, they programmed a movie from that living room with that red balloon. But in that movie, the red balloon wasn't down on the ground, on the bottom. That balloon didn't move. It doesn't have enough oxygen or gas inside that it can lift up. It was only on the ground, And then that Nazis, after they programmed that movie, they sent that movie inside my seeing cells. And suddenly I saw that red balloon lifting up, crossing the window, and went to the balcony door. I saw that Nazi movie inside my seeing cells. And I stand up, I went to the window, tried to catch the balloon from getting out of the balcony door. And when I reached the balcony door and tried to grab that balloon, it wasn't there. And I noticed something strange. And because of all that experience I got from that computer Nazi words since November 1987, that was 1997, 10 years after the Nazis stimulated the first movie inside the dreaming cells. No, they sent videos they programmed inside the seeing cells. Yes. And when I stand there on the balcony door and I notice something strange, I went back to the place I was sitting before they stimulated that movie inside the seeing cells. And then I noticed that fucking red balloon was still on the same place. It didn't move. It doesn't have enough gas to move. Yes. So that Nazis are taping images, winning images out of the eyes, out of the seeing cells, and then they program movies and torture inside the seeing cells. Yes. That was in 1996, 1997. Yes. In Rotterdam, the place I was. Yes. And the computer Nazis, they were ongoing, torturing inside the brain cells. Yes. And in 1996, that wicked coward Nazi, in 1993, they reached the sleeping cells. In 1993, they took for themselves the decision to organize heavy torture day and night. Yes, they prepare in 1993 that wicked coward Nazis from Germany. In 1993, they start keeping me awake. 3 days, 3 nights. Also in 1994, in 1995, in 1996, always days, 3 days and 3 nights, 4 days and 4 nights. Yes. They blocked me from working. They stopped me from working. They stopped me to organize my future. They stopped me from having income. They forced me from a normal payment between 5,000 and 10,000 euro each month. Torture me into Social Security. Why? Why, you wicked coward Nazis from Germany? You fucking jealous Nazis. Why? Huh? Oh, poor people. Much easier to control. We smash all the kind of defense. Yes. People who are depending on Social Security can't pay your own lawyer who fight for your human rights. Yes. And with Social Security, you are always placed in your home. You can't move anymore. You don't have mobility. You can't reach any kind of lawyer who fight for you. When you get tortured by military Nazis who are doing things like that, war crimes like that. Oh, the best way, Yes, the best way to keep the machine alive and to keep the Nazis, protect the Nazis, brown Nazi eggs, to torture inside the sleeping cells, to stop them from working, to stop them from developing own ideas, always torturing, always terrorizing inside the listening cells. Can you imagine that? There's a Nazi working behind the computer and terrorize day and night inside the listening cells and occupied your thinking cells, sending videos inside the dreaming cells, sending videos inside the seeing cells, torturing you like that day and night, that wicked coward German Nazi computer country. The American do the same. American soldiers doing the same. American soldiers doing the same. American soldiers doing the same. That's America, so that's American who offer us software programs like that. America is guilty for doing war crimes like that, and not the German government. Yes. Wishful thinking of the Nazis. And the music. And the reality. Tortured victims of the holy NATO Nazi pussy army, that starvation Nazi army, organized starvation, and cut every human rights out of their life, just locked it by starvation conditions day and night. Yes, isn't that wicked? Isn't that coward? Yes, fucking Nazi crew. Be proud, Also, looking the asshole, Yes, no one should know, what you Nazis did, Those are no war crimes, no, Like stretching the body, moving the knees, Smash the knees on the chest, and at the same time, paralyzing the voice muscles. Yes, you Nazi, you fucking Pistorius Nazi, you like war crimes like that, you wicked coward Nazi, and you still are behind that computer machine, After you did war crimes like that under the time of Folteropfer, you still head of that Nazi machine, you wicked coward Nazi, and since Boris Pistorius, what kind of war crimes you did since then? Oh, you read the seeing cells of the right eye, and from your fucking holy computer Nazi machine. Holy, yes. Because Manfred Werner was a Christian, satanic Nazi, like Folteropfer and Ursula von der Leyen. Yes, since 87, they kidnapped the body. the slave trade images, the winning images out of the eye. And those Nazis taping them. And then out of that date material, the programming movies. And then they torture you in the middle of the night inside the dreaming cells. And that Nazis, he, with his head, that Nazi microphone, he loved torturing with pictures, with images, with movies inside the seeing cells. Since Boris Pistorius is chief of that Nazi crew, he doing that almost daily, torturing inside the eyes, inside the seeing cells. Yes, those Nazis are still free. What a shame. Fuck you, computer Nazi Germany.